Wind is, of course, for speed surfing, one of the most important factors. That's why these kinds of competitions are held on windy but often far-off spots like Fuerteventura. Fuerteventura is an oblong island with a lot of mountains. These mountains press the wind apart, which causes a low-pressure area. The strong wind caused by the low pressure is sucked between the mountains, exactly at Sotavento. This wind can develop such an enormous power that it is sometimes even too much for the best surfers in the world. And that's saying a good deal. The boards used for these competitions are light and relatively long and small. That's why they also call them pins. The purpose is to get as little resistance as possible with the water. The less resistance, the less friction, and the more speed. It seems incredible that you can go so fast on such a small board, and this is only with wind power. Similar boards are specially developed for these competitions, but there is also a separate ranking for production boards, boards that are usually for sale in every surf shop. Here is Michael Pucher of Austria. On the first day of the event, he tries to assault the world speed record for production boards, and that's where he succeeds with a speed of 35.1 knots.
I did the first run and it was 34. That's over the world record. I was very happy about it. So I did the next one with 35.5. That was the fastest on time now. So I'm really happy and I wait for more wind.
The old world record was on the name of Dieter Bechter from West Germany. On the second day, he succeeds in taking it back from Pucher. Here, he achieves a speed of no less than 35.28 knots. That's 65.33 kilometers an hour. And here it is, the production board, generally for sale in every surf shop. And this is Michael Pucher again, who goes all out to take his brand new record back again. And he succeeds and sets the new world record for production boards with 35.61 knots.
Sure, but I'm happy now with the production 36.2 because that's over the speed record for overalls for the sailboat, so that's okay, I find.
The biggest curiosity during this speed event was the Tridom from the UK. Can you go faster with 3 sails than just one?
Well, we've done plenty of sailing on solo boards, but when you get on a big machine like this, real power, you've got 2 guys behind you, you're all pulling together, it's just a much greater sort of experience, you know. All the thrill of sailing a solo board and the weight and the strength of a big board, it's just something more.
Is it dangerous to surf on such a Tridom?
Oh, no, it's not dangerous. I mean, you've got to be careful, but you have to have a lot. I'm on the front. I have to know that the guy behind me is going to sort of not bail out over me, and he's got to rely on the back.
And such a spectacular crash is, of course, worth a picture. This is Pascal Maka. At first, he had difficulty in starting up, but eventually he proved to be the fastest surfer of the event. His fastest speed, 37.14 knots. That's 68.78 kilometers an hour. Maka will stay world record holder.
Yeah, because yesterday I had some trouble. The wind was very unstable, so I could not catch a good gust. And this morning I woke up very early and I went in the container to work on my equipment. And then this morning I was ready, the first to start on the course, and now I did a good time.
At Sotavento, Eric Beal managed to get hold of the second place on the ranking list again. His fastest speed, 36.75 knots, 68.06 kilometers an hour. Third, the American Kirk Darrow. His speed, 36.55 knots, 67.69 kilometers an hour. And with a speed of 36.38 knots, or 67.37 kilometers an hour, Doug Bischoff from the USA eventually ended 4th. Another American, Fred Haywood, with 36.09 knots, or 66.83 kilometers an hour, good for a 5th place finish in the ranking list. Number 6, the Australian Peter Dans. The Frenchman Jean-Pierre Ciré was 7th. And in 8th place, also a Frenchman, Thierry Bilac. The fastest woman at Sotavento, as mentioned, Britt Dunkerbeck with 33.65 knots or 62.31 kilometers an hour. Look at her incredibly smooth style. Followed by world record holder Elisabeth Coquelle from France. She'll remain, also after Sotavento, the fastest woman. 3rd was Patty Whitcomb from Hawaii. In 4th place, Paula Wickens from the UK, but she could go home contentedly with a new British record.